Eloy and the Mystery of the Aztec Calendar. In a cozy house in a small village, Eloy always eagerly awaited the arrival of his grandchildren. Every night, around a crackling fireplace and with a mischievous smile, he began his stories by saying, "Did you know that when I was young, I traveled to the Middle Ages and trained dragons that were actually giant kites? But that's not the story I want to tell you today." The grandchildren settled into their seats, knowing they were about to hear another one of their grandpa's incredible adventures. Eloy, adjusting his wide-brimmed hat and clearing his throat, began his tale. "Today, I'll tell you about the time I worked with the Aztecs in Mexico to learn how to use their complex calendar. It was a sunny day in ancient Tenochtitlan, and I was strolling through the great marketplace. The stalls were full of colorful fabrics, exotic fruits, and smoky food stands that filled the air with delicious scents. Wearing my trusty hat decorated with exotic feathers and medals from my countless adventures, I wandered with curiosity and a twinkle in my brown eyes. "Ah, the market of Tenochtitlan," I said, getting lost in the memory for a moment. It was always a hub of activity, with merchants shouting their offers and children running everywhere. It was then that I came across a group of Aztec wise men who were discussing the mysteries of the Tonalpohualli, their complex 260-day ritual calendar used for marking ceremonial events and astrological predictions. Intrigued by the strange glyphs and symbols, I approached the wise men with a wide smile. "Hello, friends," I said. "My name is Eloy, and I'm fascinated by your calendar. Could you teach me how to use it?" The wise men, impressed by my boldness and my peculiar hat, decided to take me under their wing. What I didn't know was that learning to use the Tonalpohualli was no easy task. Each day, the wise men gave me riddles and math problems so tricky that it felt like my brain was doing circus acrobatics. One day, they asked me to calculate when the next festival of the god Huitzilopochtli would be, based on the position of Venus and the number of turtles crossing the river at dawn. I recalled, laughing. I nearly fainted. Despite the challenges, I persevered. I not only learned to read the symbols and glyphs, but I also developed a friendship with the wise men. One night, after a long day of study, we gathered around a campfire. With the glow of the flames reflecting on our faces, one of the wise men, named Tenoch, decided to share a secret. "Eloy, you have proven to be a dedicated student and a loyal friend," Tenoch said. "That's why I will reveal the secret of the Tonalpohualli. It's not just a calendar, but a guide for life." With wide eyes, I listened closely as Tenoch explained the hidden uses of the calendar, including how to predict important events and make crucial decisions. I remember once using the calendar to find the best day to plant corn. The harvest was so abundant that we had to invite the whole town to the celebration, I said, laughing. We even made a piñata shaped like a jaguar. But the story doesn't end there. During my time with the Aztecs, I also had the chance to take part in ceremonies and festivals, where I learned traditional dances and immersed myself in the rich Aztec culture. One time, they asked me to lead a dance in honor of Tlaloc, the god of rain, I said. I wore an outfit made of corn leaves and feathers, and I felt like a peacock in the middle of a parade. It was spectacular. Finally, after many months of study and adventures, the time came for me to say goodbye. The wise men, grateful for my dedication, gifted me a special amulet with the symbol of the Tonalpohualli engraved on it. "This amulet will always remind you of our teachings and the friendship we shared," Tenoch said, handing me the amulet. Moved, I bid farewell to my Aztec friends and began my journey back home. With the amulet hanging around my neck and a smile on my face, I knew I had experienced something unique and unforgettable. And so, dear grandchildren, Eloy concluded, I learned to use one of the most complex calendars in the world and gained friends for life. Tomorrow, I'll tell you about an adventure where I learned to dance the tango in Argentina, in a contest where the judges were penguins. Good night and sweet dreams.